this is my idea. I've chosen to do a football production for my final project. I haven't come up with a name yet, but I am thinking of that. So my idea is a football punditry programme and analysis show. So for example, shows like Monday Night Football, Goals on Sunday, Soccer Saturday, they all sit down and they talk about football, but then other shows like to analyse football, like Monday Night Football for example. My show is a punditry show and analysis show, so me and my friend Adam will sit down, talk about football and analyse football and talk about the big issues in football, the big headlines, do a season recap. So we talk about things like the slope in City's form, the rise of Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling's contract issue, what's going to happen, who City need to get in the summer, all things like that. So yeah, keep up to football over the season and debates as well as analysis and punditry with myself and Alex. We made differing opinions. So yeah, work similar to mine, so this is where I have links, but I haven't put links in yet. So Monday Night Football with Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher and Ed Chamberlain is a very, very similar show to mine, but in the fact that they're a live broadcasting show where they show a match, whereas mine's just an hour show on a Sunday evening. Also Fletcher and South, where Darren Fletcher and Robbie Savage every Saturday morning before a game do a quick show, talk about football, get guests in such as Ian Wright, sometimes Harry Redknapp, Piers Morgan recently on it as well. And Goals on Sunday, where Ben Shepherd and Chris Kamara sit down on Sunday morning, analyse all the football results of the Saturday, and have guests on to talk about that as well. So platform or show on Sky Sports, 9 PM being a good time for me, as all the Sunday games in the Premier League will have finished, but some La Liga games will be coming to the end. And I think of it as myself, on a Sunday evening, I don't want to be sat down watching Downton Abbey. I want to watch a bit more football. So yeah, that's why I've chose Sundays. It's a very good time to do, and I think there's a gap in the market for it, and it's one analog. So what is unique? So football separates into different categories. So as I said, there's your live broadcasting, there's your highlight shows such as Match of the Day and Goals on Sunday, but there's nothing really there that it's just a general sit-down chat about football and analysis. So in a way, it's similar to Goals on Sunday and Monday Night Football kind of put together. So the analysis side of Monday Night Football and then the chit chat on Goals on Sunday. I want to put these two together so when people sit down and they see the nice formal side of football, people see the analysis of the game, but then people can then sit down as well and join in on the debates and conversations that me and the cast will be having. Yeah, like I said, people on a Sunday evening want to watch football, and like I said, they don't want to be watching Downton Abbey and Foyle's War. People like myself, I want to be watching football. I want to feel involved with it. I don't want the football to end. So market research showed to me that 74% of people watch Sky Sports. And this is very important for me because with market research, I learned that Sky Sports is definitely the best one to do, and that I think Sky Sports and the style of it and everything is very good as well, because it also matches the style of my show. And Sky Sports, I think, being the biggest one. 2.12 million viewers every week averaging watch Sky Sports Super Sunday every weekend with Ed Chamberlain hosting that game. At peak this season, 3.5 million viewers watched Man City v Chelsea, which was the big game back in February, and just goes to show how big the Premier League is now, how Sky Sports is the main big competitor in terms of football. Match of the Day averages at 2.53 million views every weekend. Obviously Gary Lineker hosting that on our screens at 10:30 at BBC One, where they sit down with guests such as Danny Murphy, Adam Shearer, people like that, and they go through all the results. It's the first time we see all the Premier League goals, and it's a part of our Saturday to sit down and watch out with our mates. And beyond live broadcasting of football, Soccer AM receives 300,000 people a week who watch a show, and this is behind all the live broadcasting for Sky, and a lot of people tune in at 10 AM on a Saturday morning to watch this, to get themselves in the Saturday football fever, with guests coming on their show as well. So what market research did for me was told me that Sky is the best channel to have my show on, because it has big viewers. The people on it, such as Gary Neville, Thierry Henry, Graham Souness, Glenn Hoddle, the list goes on. Presenters like Ed Chamberlain, I base that around my show, and my inspiration is off them. it shows a variety of football, so things like UEFA Champions League, Premier League, Eredivisie, Football League, John Page Trophy, Capital One Cup, things like that, so that's good. The styling presenter suits my show, and they show very good broadcasting. They say Sky's the home of football, and this is why I want my football show to be on it. My target audience is 12 to 18 year olds, 12 to 80 year olds, and all classes of people, because football isn't one of those sports where you can put a gap on it and put a cap on your target market. I believe that football brings everyone together. You go down the pub, you watch football, there may be some poor people there who have low money, but then there's maybe some people there with a lot of money, but that's the art of football. It brings everyone together. If you're a football fan and you're passionate, you'll want to come and watch a show. So this is why I aim. I'm not going to make it for a gender of people. I was going to make a football show, and football's those things. You have a passion for it, and you want to watch it. So my cast is, my presenter, my show is going to be Ben Slowgrove. Showed a very good presenting technique in our last show, and we learned on it. We know the role, and I've chose Ben to now do this, as I feel he can take it even further. So a pundit, myself, be a pundit. I can show a good level of football knowledge, and also as well, who my other pundit is Adam Neville, where me and him near enough every single weekend watch football together. We have all these debates. It'd be good to take that to the studio, to the telly. And floor manager Nick Abbott, again in our last production, Extra Time, Nick ran the floor. Nick showed a good understanding of talking in a technical way to our vision mixer, Callum Wingrove, and other cameraman Rory Craventon, who are on this screen here. So yeah, Rory's my cameraman, connects with Callum. Callum says the best shot possible. And Callum, like I said, is my tech man, my vision mixer, showed experience a bit before. Health and safety, so I'll go around the studio and check. I'll check and sort of tick off as it goes a cable to make sure no cables are loose, make sure lighting isn't at a really high temperature. I'll tick that as I go so there's no problems. And what would be the best football show on tape? Football show on telly? Like I said, it's a combination of two areas where people like myself want to sit down and watch this. We don't want to be limited to one area. Me and Adam show very good football knowledge, and I think we can take this very well to the screen. As well as being serious, I think it's important on a football show that you watch any other football show, and it's not 100% serious. They have banter, they have a laugh, and also this makes the show feel a bit more upbeat. And at this time, there's nothing like this, and I think there's a big gap in the market for this, and that's why I think I'm going to exploit this area. So thank you very much. Fuck off. Fuck off.